Well, today also marks another somber anniversary. It's been 105 years since one of the deadliest incidents of racial violence in U.S. history. As many as 300 Black Americans killed by a white mob in what's known as Black Wall Street. ABC's Steve Osusami shows us a look back at the events that led up to that day and the continued calls for violence or justice.
Nearly 100 years ago to the day, it was America's racism on full display. A mob of white neighbors here were on the black side of town, shooting proud black families dead. The Greenwood neighborhood was under attack.
Airplanes above us and bullets raining down all around us.
As we went out the door, you could see telephone poles falling, fire, and that's when my little sister said, "Ken, is the world on fire?"
And somehow, over the many years, both the white mob and their black victims, seen here with the guns at their backs, kept the massacre a secret.
We never did discuss it, and we don't even know.
The Greenwood neighborhood in Tulsa, Oklahoma was the pride and joy of America's former slaves in 1921. The shops and businesses did so well, they called it Black Wall Street. But there was resentment living on the other side of the railroad tracks that divided the city. The evening of May 30th was the beginning of the White Lash. That's when Dick Rowland, a 19-year-old black shoe shiner, needed to use the so-called colored restroom downtown. It was on the top floor of the Drexel building, and a young white woman named Sarah Page was in charge of the elevator.
We think as Dick walked on the elevator, he tripped. He automatically threw his hands out to break his fall, that he might have hooked his hand on Sarah Page's dress, that it tore, she screamed, and he ran out of the elevator.
A white store clerk who heard her scream told police that Dick Rowland attacked her. They arrested him the next day. The word across town was that they were going to lynch this man.
All I could see was black rolling smoke down south and the people going north.
The law, they never held anyone responsible for killing as many as 300 black Americans.
Well, that night is where they burned. That night we could see them burning the Negroes part of town.
The long road to justice for the last of the survivors of the Tulsa Race Massacre has not come to the end they wished. Before she died, we sat down with one of them, Miss Viola Fletcher, and her attorney, Demario Solomon Simmons. They were suing for compensation for the property, family, and friends lost when a mob of white neighbors executed black Americans here more than 100 years ago.
Is it safe to say you and the other survivors are pushing for payments?
Yes, whatever it takes to replace our loss. Yes.
Miss Fletcher died last year. Only one survivor is still alive. The courts have rejected almost all of their claims. The U.S. Justice Department decided it could do nothing either. For now, the families have been given an apology from the city of Tulsa and a new museum that tells the truth of what happened here.
And the lone survivor and families of the victims continue to fight for their case. Now, the mayor of Tulsa also announced a landmark $105 million reparations initiative. That's for descendants of the massacre. He announced it last year on June 1st, the first official Tulsa Race Massacre Observance Day.